Good morning, children. This is Venugopal for Little Hearts Publications with the Social Studies Book 2 and Lesson 2 Water We Drink. You all remember that this unit title is Our Basic Needs. In the first lesson, we talked about food. What are the basic needs of we people? Food, water, clothes, shelter. Means house. So these are the basic needs for us to survive. Minimum things that are required for us to continue to live on the earth, these are the four basic needs: food, water, clothes and shelter. Everybody knows what is water. Water is a liquid, we all know that. Water is in liquid form. When you feel hot after eating something, you immediately ask, water, water, I want water. When it is summer season, when the weather is very hot, when you go out and come back, immediately you ask for water. How important water is for the living beings on the earth to survive? It is as important as the food we eat. As I told you earlier in the previous lesson, food is what we eat or drink. So water we drink. So water also comes under a food item. And moreover, water is required for proper digestion of food. The food that you eat should be digested properly. That means you should take plenty of water. Medical experts generally say that on an average, a human being should take 8 liters of water per day, or at least 8 glasses of water per day. 8 liters is of course too much, but we should be taking water regularly to protect ourselves from dehydration. If we do not drink water properly, we cannot digest our food properly, and at the same time, our mouth starts giving a bad smell. We should take plenty of water. So, in this lesson, what are the objectives of our learning? What are we going to discuss? We can see under formative assessment. How is water useful for us? Means what are the uses of water for we people? What are the different sources of water? What do you mean by sources? What are the different sources of water? Means what? Means where do we get the water from? Means what are the different agents or different sources from which we get water. And the same way, we should understand why we cannot live without water. These are the things that we are going to discuss in this lesson. Children, carefully listen to the things there. We all know how water is useful for us. If you look at the pictures there given in page number 14 of your textbook, you can see a father and a son watering plants. You know, plants also are living beings along with human beings and animals. The only difference is plants cannot move from place to place, whereas animals and human beings can move from place to place. So plants also need water. If we do not water the plants for some days, what happens? The plants die because of lack of water. What happens if we don't drink water for some days? We cannot survive. And the same is the case with animals also. Animals also cannot survive without drinking water. So plants need water. And we know, you might have seen your mother or servant maids using water for cooking, for washing utensils, for cleaning the floor. And of course, all important, water is used for drinking. And when there is a fire accident, when something catches fire, a fire engine is asked to come there to put out the fire using lots of water gushing out through big pipes. See how many uses are there of water. Most importantly, water is used for drinking. Without drinking water properly, regularly, the food that we eat will not get digested. When you want to wash the utensils after cooking at your house, you know you need water. For washing clothes, you need water. For plants, water is needed. To cook rice or any other vegetables, here we use water. So, all importantly, water is also used for growing plants or crops. Water is very much essential for growing crops. Without growing the crops, we cannot get food, and without food, we cannot live. So, water is important for growing crops. Without water, you cannot grow crops. That is the reason why water is called one of our basic needs, and we cannot live without water. Not only human beings, animals and plants also need water to survive. They also cannot live without water. You understand, children? Not only human beings, plants and animals also cannot live without water. So, the purposes for which we need water are given there in page number 15. You can see water is needed for drinking, for cooking food, for washing clothes and cleaning things, for bathing. Means when you take bath, you need water. To clean your body, what is needed? Water is needed. You pour water on your body and start using a soap to clean your body of the dirt or dust. And for putting out fire, when there is a fire accident, to put out the fire, we need water. And of course, for growing crops. These are the different purposes for which water is needed. You children, you understand? Water is used for drinking, was needed for cooking, for washing clothes and cleaning things, for bathing, for putting out fire, and for growing crops. So, these are the different uses of water. In this way, or in these ways rather, water is useful for all of us. Next, we have to know, okay, water is such an important basic need. We now and then come across the news that many villages in India do not have potable water, drinking water. They do not get drinking water at all. There is no water at all at some places. But where there is water, how that water is obtained? Means that particular agent or source by which we can get water is called a source of water. So, what are the different sources of water? Also we need to know. For example, most importantly, we have to understand that rain is the most important source of water, or is the main source of water for the earth. Rain is the main source, most important source of water, because when the rain falls, that rainwater gets collected in rivers, lakes, wells and ponds. Ponds or lakes or rivers or other wells are filled with water. They get water when the rain falls. When there are heavy rains, these sources of water get filled with water. So, we can say rainwater is the most important source of water, because that water only gets collected in rivers or even lakes or wells or ponds. But we have to know one thing, the water which we find there in rivers or lakes or wells or ponds is not clean. Means The water collected there in this is not clean for drinking. It's not useful for drinking. So, what do the people do there? The water that is collected in these rivers or lakes or wells and ponds, the water is filtered, purified using some chemicals, and then supplied to our houses through pipelines. Do you have a water tap in your house? A municipal water tap. Do you have a water tap, children, in your house? How do you get water through that pipeline? Who is sending that water? Where is it coming from? Do you know? Not at all. Maybe we are not aware of that. But we have to know how that water comes out of the pipes. Because the water that is collected, the rainwater that is collected in the ponds, lakes, rivers or wells will be first filtered. Means all the impurities will be removed from the water by filtering it. Then it will be purified using some chemicals, so that all the germs, disease causing germs in the water will be killed, that is purified. Then that water is supplied through the pipelines to our houses. Okay, children, this is how we get the water through pipelines. Sometimes when there is no tap and the water that you get is not clean, what should you do? How can you use that water for drinking? Can you drink that water directly? No, because it is not clean. It is dirty. So what should we do then when there are no taps? Then what should we do? We should boil the water. We should boil the water, then cool it, then we should drink the water. Okay, children? If the water is not clean, that's what we should be doing. We should boil the water, then cool it, and then drink it. And of course, there are water filters available nowadays in the market. You can fill that water filter with water. Whatever impurities are there in the water will get stuck to the cylinders there in the water filter. You can get the clean drinking water like that by using water filters. Then you can use it for drinking. Because filtering water makes it pure and healthy to drink. When you filter the water, it becomes pure. It becomes healthy. Then we can drink it. There will be no problem at all. So, this is what we have to learn about water we drink. One of the basic needs of our life. One of the basic needs of our life. And the rain is the main source of water. One more important thing that we have to learn, children. Water is such a precious, invaluable source of living is that we should not waste water under any circumstances. We see many times people leaving the taps open with the water flowing there into the drainages. That's called wasting of water. When you start taking bath, you switch on the shower. That water goes on getting wasted like that. So we should not waste water because it's very precious and needed by all the living things. Plants, animals and human beings are called living things. All these living things need water to live, to survive. So we should not waste water. The more and more you waste the water, the more and more difficult it will be for the living beings on the earth to survive. So wherever you find water getting wasted, you have to turn off the taps after using. Sometimes when you are washing the teeth, when you are brushing your teeth, you just switch on the tap, turn on the tap and go on moving here and there, wasting the water like that which goes waste. There are in these different ways we waste water. But children, we have to remember that water is such a precious source of living for the living beings on the earth that we should not waste it. Because it is needed for all the living things on the earth. So, we have to learn some more things as a part of this lesson. We already discussed that rain is the main source of water. Then where does the rain come from? How does rain occur? Do you know how the rain occurs? At the same time, we should also know why water in rivers, lakes, wells and ponds not clean, not useful for drinking. We should know why it is not useful for drinking. The water in lakes, wells and ponds. And we learned in the previous class or previous lessons that 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. We have learned in the previous lesson 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Means 75% of the earth's surface is covered with water. Then why is water so scarce? Why there is water scarcity everywhere in the world, particularly in our country, where many villages, hundreds and thousands of villages do not get drinking water at all. But we say that 75% of the earth's surface is covered with water. What happened to that water? Why is the water so precious even though 75% or 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water? All these things we have to know. Then only you can understand the value of water, importance of water. So what have we learnt in this particular lesson, children? We cannot live without water. At the same time, other living things like plants and animals also need water to live. And we have learnt about different uses of water. Water is used for drinking, cooking, washing clothes, bathing, cleaning, putting out fire, and for growing crops. These are different uses of water for us. And another thing that we have learned, rain is the chief source of water, main source of water for us. That rainwater only when there are heavy rains, that rainwater gets collected in ponds or lakes, rivers and wells, which we use later on when it is filtered, purified and sent through pipes to our houses, that we can use for drinking. And last but not the least important thing about water is, its importance is that we should not waste it at all. If we waste the water, the future generations will never get water and they all have to die because of lack of water. So children, with that we come to the end of this lesson. The key for these exercises will be sent to you through WhatsApp later. Thank you.